everyone, so this video is going to be the Christmas tag because we are already in December, and if there are any other kind of great Christmas tags going around then definitely let me know, and I'm going to try and do a couple of them in December because when else can you do them? But I've just got the questions down here, so I'm just going to get started and I hope you like it. So the first question is, when do you start getting excited about Christmas? I start getting excited about Christmas as soon as it starts to kind of turn into fall. So as soon as you get that kind of chill in the air and the leaves start falling, which tends to kind of be around November time, I get excited about Christmas. I kind of just like the build up. I think I sometimes like the build up more than I actually like the whole Christmas experience in general, but the build up of it is lovely, so that's kind of around November time. Then we have, do you still have advent calendars? I haven't got one this year and I haven't had one for ages, but I do want one and I do like them, but I always feel weird buying them for myself, and my boyfriend suggested buying one and I was like, no, we don't need one. But secretly I kind of like them, but it's not something that I'd ever remember to buy, that I'd be too bothered about, so no, but I do like the idea of them. Then, what are your favourite Christmas films? My all-time favourite Christmas film, I think, would probably have to be, and I'm going to sound like a complete girly cliche here, Love Actually. Love Actually is one of my favourite Christmas films. I think it is the all-time favourite Christmas film. It's just kind of jolly and Christmassy, and it's got Hugh Grant in it, who I love. Then we have, do you have any funny Christmas memories? I have one funny Christmas memory, and I'm not sure if I should say this, but I'm assuming that I don't have any viewers that are young enough to still believe in Santa. If I do, click off now. But when I found out that Santa wasn't quite who we thought he was, I overheard my mum saying to my dad to eat the biscuits that we had left out for Santa, and I remember just sort of thinking like, what? Oh my god, because every year I tried to stay awake to see Santa, and there were years where I was convinced that I had seen him, and I'd say to my mum, you know, like, I saw him putting the presents, and my mum was like, no, you didn't see him, or you wouldn't get any presents. And I was like, no, I did. I was seriously convinced that I had seen him, but that wasn't the case. Then we have, talk us through your typical Christmas day. So, being the oldest of 5 and my younger sister is 10, and all my siblings find Christmas incredibly exciting, as do I, but that generally involves us having a lovely kind of get together with friends and family on Christmas Eve, and then we go home and go to bed and wake up very, very early in the morning. Well, we get woken up by one of my younger sisters. They'll wake us up, and we used to kind of take it in turns, so whoever wakes up first has to wake up everybody else so we can go and kind of open stockings. And the rule was you were allowed to open stockings whenever you woke up, but you weren't allowed to go downstairs and open presents until my mum had gotten up, and my grandmother always stays with us at Christmas. So until my mum and my grandmother had gotten up, which was at about 7, you weren't allowed to get up and open presents. So it would, over the last few years, because everyone's older, it's kind of gotten a bit later, but generally you tend to get up, do stockings, and then we'd open the presents that we'd all got for one another first, and then open the presents that we'd got from other people first. And we've always been very, very lucky and always had tons of Christmas presents because there's so many of us. We're 5, so it's 5 children, and then, you know, my grandmother, who always stays with us around Christmas time, and my mum and my dad. So we're obviously like a very large family. So let's say there's 20 people that give you Christmas presents, they'd have to give 5 Christmas presents each time. So our living room always looks like present explosion because there's just so many of us, and we're incredibly lucky. So we'd go downstairs, open all the Christmas presents. Then we tend to have whatever we want for breakfast. So it tends to be chocolate and champagne. We always have Bucks Fizz for breakfast on Christmas Day. And then we all go and kind of get dressed, and you always get really dressed up. We always get a new dress to wear on Christmas Day, which I always thought only we did, but I overheard someone in Next the other day talking about the dress that they bought for their little girl. So obviously it's not just us, but we'd always get a nice dress and get all dressed up, and then go and have Christmas dinner at a friend of ours house. Well, I want to say aunt, but she's not technically our aunt, but she kind of is. So we'd go and have Christmas dinner there, and then there's always loads of us and Christmas music and a proper dinner. And yeah, that's Christmas. And then on Boxing Day we tend to kind of do something nice, like go out or something like that as well. Then what do you eat for Christmas dinner? I kind of just answered that, but it's very much a traditional Christmas dinner, but because I don't eat meat, I don't eat turkey. So my Christmas dinner would generally involve roast potatoes, loads of sage and onion stuffing. I love sage and onion stuffing, but obviously like it has to be the vegetarian version, not the one that's cooked with goose fat. So sage and onion stuffing, roast potatoes, carrots, broccoli, cauliflower if there is. I'll sometimes maybe have sprouts if there is, even though I don't really like them, but I'll just put some on my plate. Sometimes if I'm feeling very naughty, I'll have mashed potatoes as well as the roast potatoes, although I do prefer roast potatoes, and they have to be my mum's roast potatoes and not anyone else, because we tend to kind of share out the food, and I'll only eat my mum's ones because they're the nicest. And the first time that my boyfriend ever spent Christmas with us, we were at the table and he reached for roast potatoes and I was like, no, don't have those ones. Those ones are nicer, and he had some and he was like, yeah, you're right, those ones are much better. So that's what I tend to have, and then loads of champagne, and I don't drink, but on Christmas I kind of do. Chocolate, then we always have puddings. I don't like traditional puddings like trifle and Christmas pudding, so we tend to just kind of have like cheesecake or whatever there is really. Then do you have any Christmas traditions? I think our traditions are more things that we do. So every Christmas Eve we go to a friend of my mum's house and everyone sort of has a bit of a sing and all that kind of thing. And if any of you are watching who you know what I'm talking about, and I know that someone in particular who I'm talking about who's always there does watch my videos, so if you know what I'm talking about, then that'll just be between us. But we do that, and then I don't know, Pringles in stockings. We've always had a packet of Pringles in our stocking since I can remember myself, and I really like that tradition. So that's kind of a nice little tradition, and it's just the people we spend Christmas with really, I think. Then we have, what are your favourite Christmas songs? I do not like any Christmas songs. At a push, I would have to probably say something like the Live Aid one, what's it called? The Feed the World one, what is it called? It's not called Feed the World, is it? Do They Know It's Christmas Time? Is it that one? That would have to be mine. But I don't like Christmas music. It's just so cheesy and like it's everywhere you go now. So no, I don't really like Christmas music. I could be persuaded if I'd had a few drinks to kind of like Wham's Last Christmas, but no, not really. Then last question, well, the one before last. What's the best Christmas present you've ever received? That's a really, really, really hard thing to answer. I've had so many great Christmas presents over the years, I can't even answer that one. I don't think I've had like a big present for years. I've just got loads of lovely things, really. I can't think, I don't know. And then the last one, real or fake Christmas tree? Fake Christmas tree. I've never had a real one because I am not a clean kind of freak, but if there are bits on the carpet, that will drive me insane. I'm not tidy about anything else in particular, but if there are bits on my carpet, that will drive me mental, and I will have to pick them up and hoover them, and it just drives me mad. And I've always thought that if you have a real Christmas tree, you probably get loads of little messy bits all over your carpet, and that just freaks me out. If anyone ever comes around to our house with a dog and they put bits on the carpet, I'm sat there and I'm like, ugh, it drives me mad. I can't deal with things on the carpet. So it would have to be a fake Christmas tree. We haven't put our Christmas tree up yet because the one we had last year was really small because of where we were living. So we need to get a bigger one, and we've been putting off getting one just because we haven't gotten around to it because we've been really busy. But that is it for my Christmas tag. I hope you liked it. If you've got any other Christmas tags, as I said, then definitely let me know. I'd love to know some other ones because I want to film a couple. And I'm also going away for Christmas, as I said. I was kind of apprehensive about mentioning it, but I have mentioned it before, and I wasn't going to mention it, as I said, but I am going to mention the fact that I am going home for Christmas, and to me that means I'm going to Israel for Christmas. Yes, I understand that it is a very controversial country, very controversial topic, and any controversial comments are going to be deleted from this video because this is not what it's about. But I know so many of you are curious, and so many of you just genuinely want to know, so that's why I've decided to kind of just say it. I have mentioned it before, it's not a secret. I know people sort of think that like I'm really secretive and I'm hiding something. I'm not. It's just when you start to get stupid political comments, I just think it's really inappropriate and I don't want them on my videos. And I'm also aware that the fact that it's a Jewish country who doesn't celebrate Christmas, but I'm from a kind of multi-religion country. I'm not from a multi-religion country. I'm from a multi-religion family, and I do celebrate Christmas and I love it, and that is it really. So I just thought I'd kind of give you that little piece of personal info in case you were wondering. Maybe you weren't, but yeah, I'm gonna go now because I'm just talking for the sake of talking now. I don't know, I think all this Christmas talk's got me a little bit overexcited, but yeah, if you've got any other Christmas recommendations then definitely let me know, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.